Welcome to a new video on this new YouTube channel, and today we're going to be going over my mock draft for the WWE draft that's happening tonight and Monday night on SmackDown and Raw. So let's just get into this video. So in the first pick that's going to SmackDown is obviously the Bloodline, because Roman Reigns is the Universal Champion and the Usos are the SmackDown Tag Champions. I don't really see Roman or the Usos going to Raw at this point in their faction career. So yeah, Bloodline is the first overall pick for the draft. Now for the second overall pick, Raw is going to take the New Day, since Big E is the WWE Champion, and logically enough, you would take Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston with Big E, since they are free men, instead of just picking Big E by themselves. So New Day is the second overall pick for Raw. Third overall pick in the draft, SmackDown will be going for the Hurt Business. Roman, Bobby is a mega feud that WWE can build to for like a WrestleMania, and Bloodline versus Hurt Business would be a banger 6-man tag, and it makes sense of how Bobby speared Roman on Raw the other week, and I would be down for Bobby Lashley moving to SmackDown. It'd be a fresh start for Bobby Lashley and Cedric and Shelton. So yeah, Hurt Business would be the third overall pick. Next pick for Raw will be the Women's Champion for Raw, Charlotte Flair. I really don't have an explanation for this one. She's just a champion for Raw, so it makes sense for her just to go Raw for this pick. Since Raw took the Women's Champion for their brand, SmackDown is going to do the same. SmackDown will be taking Becky Lynch for their third pick overall. And yeah, next pick for Raw, this might be a shocker, Drew McIntyre. I personally do not want to see him on SmackDown, because if he does, he's probably going to beat Roman. I really don't feel like he's the one to defeat Roman Reigns for the title. No question, it is a huge feud for Roman going down the line, but I wouldn't want it yet. I think there's other feuds for them to visit for WrestleMania, like Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, and many other feuds, even The Rock if he is available. So Drew McIntyre is the next pick for Raw in this draft. Talking about one person that is going to have a feud with Roman Reigns is Brock Lesnar. Upcoming, he is facing Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel October 21st in Saudi, and he's going to be drafted to SmackDown to do that feud, and Brock Lesnar could be the one to defeat Roman at Saudi. Sadly, don't think he's the right one, but you never know when it comes to Saudi shows, because they really get paid a lot of money for them shows. So Brock Lesnar is the next pick for SmackDown. The next pick for Raw will be Keith Bearcat Lee. Nice tribute for Keith Lee. At first, I didn't really like the Bearcat name for Keith Lee, but people on Twitter been saying it's a tribute to the first black male world champion in wrestling history, so that's a great tribute from Keith Lee. But he will be going to Monday Night Raw. Keith Bearcat Lee could eventually have a feud with Big E for the world title, and could be the one to dethrone him as the top heel of Monday Night Raw. Next person going to SmackDown is someone that really needs it in their career right now, and that person is AJ Styles. AJ Styles has been lost in the shuffle kind of lately, with Omos on Raw, been stuck in the tag division and low mid-card kind of for mostly of 2021 because the tag division sucks. So, so he really needs to go to SmackDown to get his career back on track. And he could have amazing matches with Roman, Lashley, and many other stars on SmackDown. Next pick for Raw will be Bianca Belair. I really think Bianca needs a new brand to show her stardom of her career, and she's basically done everything on SmackDown. I think it's time for her to move on, so Becky and Sasha could have their feud now. And yeah, I think it's time for her to go Raw, and that's the next pick for Monday Night Raw. Next pick for SmackDown will be Seth Rollins. It makes sense. They've been teasing Roman versus Seth Rollins since April. It's crazy to think about it. And I feel like they are on a collision course for WrestleMania 38 in Texas, Dallas, Texas, where supposedly where they were supposed to have the match at 32, Seth versus Roman for the championship at 32. Now it's finally gonna happen. It's only the second pay-per-view match. Crazy to think about it. The last one happened in 2016 at Money in the Bank, but Seth Rollins will be drafted to SmackDown. Next pick will be the United States Champion, Damian Priest, and he will be heading to Monday Night Raw. And I feel like he just is a natural fit for Monday Night Raw. He's an amazing champion. He puts on banger matches, and he is a workhorse that Monday Night Raw needs, kind of. Pick for SmackDown will be the Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura with, of course, Rick Boogs. I feel like Shinsuke is just a natural fit for SmackDown, like Damian Priest is for Raw. He interacts with Pat. He just does amazing stuff in ring. This past Friday, he had an amazing match with Apollo. And I feel like when he drops the IC Championship, I feel like he could go up to the main event picture and challenge Roman Reigns. They teased it in January. They can always come back to that story. That's what I love about the Roman Reigns story. They follow up on stuff unlike some other WWE stories. So, Shinsuke Nakamura is the next pick. The next pick for Monday Night Raw will be the rated R superstar Edge. I feel like Edge really needs to get out of SmackDown, where there's Roman and Bobby now and other people. And I feel like he's a perfect fit for Raw, and there's a bigger chance of him becoming a world champion on Raw than there is on SmackDown. You saw what happened when he faced Roman at Money in the Bank this year. He lost. So if he goes to Raw and faces Big E, there is a possibility he could win the World Championship. That's why he will be going to Monday Night Raw. But before he goes there, he probably will finish the feud with Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel this year. Next pick for SmackDown will be the returning Sasha Banks. She came back at Extreme Rules and kind of entered a feud with Bianca and Becky, but I think Bianca will go to Raw. And now it leaves Sasha and Becky by themselves on SmackDown, and it's kind of a new dynamic with both of them heel right currently. So yeah, Sasha Banks is the next pick for SmackDown. The next pick for Monday Night Raw will be Omos. AJ Styles went to SmackDown, and AJ and Omos got splitted up in the draft this year, and Omos is going solo now. It will be an interesting dynamic with him going solo now. I don't know how it's going to be. He's kind of still green in the ring, but I guess we'll just find out if that really happens and see how it plays out on Raw. for SmackDown will be an NXT call-up, LA Knight. LA Knight has everything to become a megastar in WWE. And he is one of my top picks to dethrone Shinsuke as IC champion. And I think that would be perfect for LA Knight to get his feet rolling in the main roster. And I feel like Vince would love LA Knight on SmackDown. So next SmackDown pick is LA Knight. Next pick for Monday Night Raw will be RK Bro, because obviously they are the Raw Tag Team champions on Raw. Next pick for SmackDown will be Ricochet. Ricochet on Raw this week was stuck in a 24/7 segment, and I feel like he could do way much better stuff on SmackDown, and he could be in the IC title picture, and he could be in the Raw title picture with Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, and other stars like that. And I feel like he's a much better fit for SmackDown than he is on Raw. Next up for Monday Night Raw will be the Prince, Finn Balor. Finn Balor on SmackDown was doing it for me, kind of. His feud with Roman was good, but didn't reach the heights that I wanted it to be. I wish Finn Balor dethroned Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules, because Roman vs. Brock doesn't really need the title involved. But they did protect the Demon at Extreme Rules by the rope breaking, and still kept him looking strong towards the end. So I think he goes Raw, maybe has a feud with Edge on Raw for WrestleMania, and we move on from there. So Finn Balor goes to Raw. Next draft pick for SmackDown will be Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy can do wonders on SmackDown, and I feel like Jeff Hardy is just perfect for SmackDown. Jeff Hardy had a good US title picture run on Raw with Damian Priest and Sheamus at Extreme Rules. Banger match, by the way, go check it out. But I think it's time for Jeff Hardy to leave Raw and come back to SmackDown. Jeff Hardy will be going back to SmackDown in the draft tonight. Last pick for this video for Monday Night Raw will be Kevin Owens. I feel like Kevin Owens would do wonders on Raw right now, because SmackDown is stacked right now, and Kevin Owens, if WWE really wants to resign Kevin Owens, put him on Raw, put him in some great feuds, and give him a lengthy US title run, or maybe even have him dethrone Big E, or whoever's gonna beat Big E at Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, or whatever pay-per-view it's gonna be. So yeah, Kevin Owens is the next pick for Monday Night Raw. Last pick in this whole entire video will be for SmackDown, and the last pick will be another NXT call-up, one member of The Way, Austin Theory. He has been doing dark matches on SmackDown, so I'm assuming he will be going to SmackDown in general. I think he would be great for the mid-card division on there, and maybe one day Johnny, Candice, and Indy will go up and reunite The Way on the main roster with Austin Theory. And that's it for my mock draft for the WWE Draft 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope all of you that's watching this enjoyed the draft tonight, later on tonight, but tomorrow for me that's recording this. But comment down below who you guys thinks is going to be the #1 overall draft pick for Raw or SmackDown, and I hope I see you guys on the next video on this channel.